The students have returned to Holy Family Academy School in Hazleton. I am pleased to be joined by their principal, Mr. Jason Tribbett. Mr. Tribbett, how is it going? A brand new school year, and hopefully things can slowly get back to normal.
It's exciting to be back to school. It's nice to see the excitement on the students' faces. Even the parents are excited to have the kids out of the house and back to school. And the start of a new school year is always exciting and fun. And it's one of the best parts of the job, seeing all those young faces walk into the school all excited to be back with their friends and their classmates and ready to have a great year. So we're glad to be back.
So now when you went back this year, what, I guess, protocols are in place? Are students wearing masks? What changes have you had to make because of COVID?
Sure. So masks will be required once again as we begin this new school year. The diocese is going to continue to monitor the transition rates within our county and within our area. And if transmission rates drop to a lower level, potentially we could go back to masks being optional. But right now, where we're at, the diocese feels that masks are our safest option and give our students and our staff the best opportunity to be in person for the entire school year. So right now we're mask required. And last year, going through it all of last year, our students really did a great job with it last year. Those younger kids, it didn't bother them one bit, and I'm anticipating this year to be in a similar position with that.
You are solely in person this year. There will be no online teaching?
Correct. Yeah, we're all 100% in person. Last year, the diocese did offer a virtual academy for our students, which we did have some students that took advantage of that. But this year, all of our students are in person and here in school. And actually, our enrollment increased this year by almost 50 students. So we know that our community wants to get back to normal. They want their kids back in school in person, and we're excited to have them back.
That's wonderful that so many new students. So for people not familiar with the school, it is pre-K through 8th grade. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, we're pre-K through 8th grade. We're one section per grade, and our average class size is around 25 students.
So you're hoping, though, that activities will be able to resume at some point as well, but you're going to take it slowly.
We are. Yeah, we're going to take it slowly to start the year and see how it goes. But it's my hope that we can get back to some of our normal things, our normal, the Christmas shows, even we had parent-teacher conferences virtually last year. I'd love to get the parents back into the building for a one-on-one, face-to-face parent-teacher conference. The back-to-school night that we weren't able to have last year. We're gonna have to play those by ear and see, how it goes as the year progresses. And it's my hope, though, that we can return to normal, give these kids some normalcy back, and have those assemblies, have the appearances by presenters that come into our school. Go back to having some field trips at the end of the year. I'm hopeful that we can continue to do those as the year progresses.
And are you still required to do social distancing in the classroom?
Yes, so we are. We're going to. Right now we have our desks at a minimum of 3 feet in the classrooms. Some of our classrooms with bigger spaces, we were able to get the desks to 6 feet, but our minimum is 3 feet in the classroom. For lunches, we're going to be at 6 feet, and with that, we had to do some rearranging. We're not going to be in our cafeteria because we just don't have a big enough space for our students. So we're going to be serving lunches in our gym and make that our makeshift cafeteria. But, as most schools have done throughout the last a couple of years, you have to be flexible, you have to adjust. And we're right there with them. We're trying to make things work for our families, for our students. And, it's a small price to pay to be here in person, to offer in-person instruction.
Lastly, if someone still wants to enroll, is it too late for this year?
Most of our grades, we do have a waiting list because we're at our capacity, but we do have some room in kindergarten. We have some room in 2nd grade and 8th grade. Those are the 3 grades that we do have some openings. But some of our grades, because we're social distancing, we did have to limit and set a maximum number for our classroom space. So, but kindergarten, 2nd grade, 8th grade, we do have some openings left.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Feisner's Ford in Freeland, who is celebrating 75 years in business. Give them a call at 570-636-3920, or you can log on to feisnersford.com.